Hello, transparency. Logging on a little bit late. Let me see if I scoot back a little bit. I don't know if you all need to see my face. The heater's going. It's a little bit warm in here. I wanted you all to see your whole setup. It's almost a total circle. I did get one more rose quartz today. I thought I would get two. Well, I didn't know. I just guessed two. But anyway, so I got one more. So I need for you all to let me know if there's going to be a pillow right there in front of the camera. Should we bring a 6th member in? And I'll just wait for the rest of you all to get here and we can bring a 6th person in. But tonight, I'm really wanted to have you all around me as I do my the reading tonight for transparency. So if my head is cut off, I just wanted you all to be here with me, so it's okay if my head is cut off. All right. So this is Wednesday. Monday night we did Merlin, and Tuesday night we did Mayat. And so tonight we're going to do transparency, and I'm just going to do a private reading for transparency. And like I said before, if you find yourself in any one of the natures, that is totally fine. You just want to spend private time with yourself and those who love you and care about you, those who you know you can get, who are going to tell you about yourself no matter what, whether they love you or what they're going to tell you about yourself. So the most important thing is for you to get it for yourself. However, I know at a difficult time you may need some guidance from somebody close around you, so you can go ahead and seek them out and just let them read the different meanings of the cards that were drawn for our tribe and let them weigh in on which one you should be. So tonight, transparency, I'm gonna go ahead and pull cards for you, and let's see what's going on. We got a flipper. I'm gonna go ahead and take it for you all. This is the red chakra fairy as your guiding card. So go ahead and I'm gonna draw your past fertility. Oh, look at you all. I felt that too. I feel that root. The root coming on. The root coming on. Your sacral chakra is bald ear. So we're working our way right on up. Your root to your sacral. That's for your present. And your future. Spiritual ascension. Your crown chakra. All right. Okay, so tonight, transparency, this is for you. I'm going to go ahead and set you up right here. And let's go ahead and see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and read your cards for you, back to back. And then if there's anything else for me to offer, I'll go ahead and do that. So don't pay attention to my head. You can't see my head or anything. Just go with your spirit. You might have to turn your volume up a bit because this heater is right behind me. However, that's what we're going to rock with today. Just going to be ourselves. All right, the first one is the red chakra fairy. And in the book, it calls it red chakra angel. Still the same thing. The red chakra angel represents the base chakra, which is situated at the base of the spine. The red chakra angel is strong-willed and is able to be honest with all those whom she has relationships with. She's courageous and confident in her abilities to be the center of attention. Being at the center does not bother her in the least. because she is strong-willed and nothing anyone says is going to affect her in the least. The red chakra fairy has an air of self-awareness, which provides her with advanced skills of survival. This makes her a great person to be around during times of crisis. Don't be afraid of her or judge her for her extrovert behaviors, because everyone needs her confidence to encourage and support them in their journey. Your challenge is to understand such people who play these roles in your life. They are often scapegoated and told they are show-offs, when in fact they are simply providing a mirror for those of us who are reluctant to walk out into the light for fear of being ridiculed. It is time for you to stop hiding and find your place on the stage. You want your opinions to be heard, only you are too fearful that you will meet the same fate as those you have already judged as being too loud. When you find the courage to take the center stage, you will be pleasantly surprised that in fact the stage is warm and welcoming, and the others up there will be very glad you've joined them. They're waiting for you, and when you stand up and be counted for, your friends and family will gain a whole new respect for you, and you will understand the differences between show-offs and those who have a serious message to share. Once you do this, our next problem will be getting you back off the stage again. You will love the limelight. Okay, so that's your guiding card, and as I was saying, so basically your guiding card is over your past, your present, and your future, and you can see the connection. Once you all contact me, I will give you the meanings of the different chakras, but it's so much information out there, just Google it. And I strongly suggest that you look up the chakras also that align with the cards. So you want to look up your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your crown chakra. And you want to look up what it means to be balanced when you have your root chakra, and unbalanced. How you act when it's unbalanced or balanced for your sacral, and unbalanced and balanced for your crown chakra. And then you want to take those and journal them and write them down in a way, or just speak them into your recorder, just so you can start meditating on them and you can start getting the idea of where you need to actually start your work at, bearing in mind the transparency card. All right, now we're going with your past, which again is your root, and that is fertility. Okay, fertility. Fertility is about birth and growth. It is about having the courage to seek new opportunities and the wisdom to grow from these experiences. Creating new experiences can be challenging, but for some people it is a journey they eagerly embrace and warmly welcome into their lives. The beauty of new experiences is that they provide opportunities to create outcomes which could not have been manifested without the chance to grow. Watching dreams and wishes grow and develop in front of your own eyes is a truly spiritual journey. A journey which is filled with wonderful stories awaiting the right circumstances to blossom into fairy tales. This is an amazing time for you and a brilliant phase of manifestation. What do you want? What do you need? Think about it carefully and then tell the universe of your intent. They are waiting to grant you your new future, the one you have worked so hard for. You never gave up, even when others doubted your ability to accomplish what you believed in. Believe in yourself has placed you in the most perfect position to write your own life story and have the happy ending you have dreamed of. What shall it be? Amazing. All right, so that's your past, and now we're going to Baldur, and we're going to talk about him and your sacral chakra and see what we got going on. I'm feeling emotional, but we'll talk about it later. Baldur is a Norse god, loved by all, including human and other gods. Baldur was born the son of Frigg, who loved her son like no other. Frigg had a premonition that her son would die young, So in an attempt to save her son, she made all the animals and plants take an oath not to harm him. As Baldur grew up, the other gods found it amusing to try to find different ways in which to harm Baldur, but never to any avail. Baldur only had one enemy, Loki, who wanted to be rid of him because of the admiration of all the other gods. Loki tricked Frigg into telling him that mistletoe was the only plant that did not take the oath. Loki set forth and made a dart of mistletoe and gave it to Baldur's blind brother, who threw the dart at Baldur and killed him. Baldur's body was cremated on a boat, and in her grief, his wife threw herself onto his burning body so that she could be with him in the afterlife. You are renowned for your ability to avoid situations and incidents and come out the other end genuinely unscathed by the event, and people believe you have the luck of the gods on your side. This is not true. You have an amazing knack of being able to see things in a positive manner. What they don't know is that you hurt just like everyone else. The difference is in your attitude to recovery. It is time to consider telling others of your feelings and experiences so they understand you better. You are a teacher and a role model and need to share your experiences of resilience with others to enable them to understand the positive strategies you use to get through difficult and challenging situations. Your knowledge will motivate others to change their views and give them the opportunity to have better outcomes in their lives. All right now. All right. So now we're going to your crown chakra, all the way to the top, from the bottom to the top. Spiritual ascension. All right, hold me down, Root. I'm telling you, I'm feeling emotional already. Feeling emotional. I'm feeling emotional, baby. When I think about you. All right. Last one, spiritual ascension. Spiritual ascension is about experiences, not lessons. Lessons often mean that you have done something wrong and have to learn from them. Yet experiences are simply that, experiences. Experiences provide a path to get to know yourself better and understand the bigger picture, which doesn't always have to focus on us as individuals. There is no magic formula for finding the path that best suits your spiritual growth. And for each of us, it is an individual journey that becomes our story. We create our own dreaming. By walking our own tracks and learning from our own experiences. Sometimes we can walk together with others down the exact same track and experience the exact same thing. However, what we learn from our journey can be entirely different and unique to each of us. While you are having the same experience as others at the moment, don't worry that you are seeing things differently to them. Your evaluation of the situation is correct for you based on your understanding and experiences in your life's journey. The differences don't make you right and them wrong, or vice versa. You need to create the environment to help others understand that there is no definitive answer to this situation, and that you can all support each other to respect everyone's unique point of view. The issue is not a big deal anyway. It's just a storm in a teacup, and everyone is caught up in thinking their own opinion is right. When everyone agrees to disagree, the situation resolves itself, and everyone will wonder what the fuss was about in the first place. All right. Transparency. Okay. I worked out. I did my workout with my gym today. And right after that, I left and I went to go run 3 miles. And then there's this little thing going around Instagram where it has all the alphabets And besides each alphabet, it has do burpees or jumping jacks or push-ups or sit-ups or dips or whatever. So you have to spell your name out. So I did that in my abs. Plus, I'm doing my detox, where I'm taking these little pills for my detox. And then, of course, you all know CBD. So anyway, so transparency. What am I getting from these cards? Well, first of all, let me say that coming into this reading, I feel you all transparency. I mean, I feel the sensitivity. I feel the emotion. Take my glasses off. I feel the emotion. I felt it coming through. I was on the phone with one of my other friends, and then I needed to do a little bit of work first before I came in here from that corporate job. So I felt it, and I feel you all. And it's kind of a sadness and letting go. You know, you have to let go and come over here to your spiritual side. So it's kind of like that kind of feeling. I want to say a melancholy feeling. However, melancholy doesn't really go transitioning, because you have already decided to transition. It's just you're feeling it. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of feeling the sadness, or you're going to have to let some things go and let some people go, and you're kind of feeling it, and, you know, not feeling it in a negative way or bad way. It just kind of feels heavy, you know, kind of heavy. Makes you, I kind of feel like I want to cry a little bit, you know, kind of feel like kind of sad. And however, it's kind of like when, like, I'm a military brat, so I don't remember feeling sad because we moved, because I hated where we lived at the time. Every time I was ready to move. However, it can be like that, like you live in your old neighborhood and then your parents got a job and you have to move, and you miss your friends, and you're excited for the opportunity, because the opportunity is something that you know is going to be better for you, but you hate leaving your house, your school, your friends, and stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. So I just would say to just do the work. Try not to project too much into the future or what's it going to hold. Not make yourself all these promises of grandeur or different things like that that are going to happen. You know, release yourself from the intention of the future and set your intention on getting to know yourself and loving yourself, spending time with yourself, seeing what you like to do. Like for me, I wake up in the morning, and in this cycle of life that I'm in, I place my chakra stones on me in the morning, and I just lay back and go to sleep. Prior to that, I mean, I've been doing meditation since 2012. 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up every morning and start my meditation. And then somewhere in there, halfway through, 3 years later, 4 years later, whatever, I started doing the frequency thing, where I found the chakra frequency meditation, and I put the little headphones on, and so I've done all different kind of things. I switch it up. I don't prescribe to any one thing. It's more so like I'm in touch with my spirit, and my spirit just tells me what to do. And so that's the ultimate thing. That's why I'm inside first. And this is difficult for me and challenging for me. I'm really speaking to my aunt, who decided to come into this setting. And as if my aunt didn't have enough to do with yesterday's setting, my aunt is on its own thing right now. My aunt even showed up in the comments of the YouTube, and you know, this isn't easy for me to do, to put myself out here like this. I'm doing this kind of thing because back in November, I heard my spirit tell me to set all of this up, and prior to that, and from August till April, till August 2018 till April 22nd, 2019, coming up on a year, I went through a vast spiritual transformation. That was every day. It was like being in hell and a nightmare every day. And I used to be so afraid of Jason and Friday the 13th and all those spooky things. And it was like being with them every day in a room that was pitch black, and I couldn't see in front of me, behind me, and I didn't know if there was a cliff in front of me, if I stepped in front or side. I didn't know who was touching me or whatever. I was just in constant pain, and that was all my stuff coming up, and I still had to work. I still went out to work out. I have my same boyfriend, and I was still in a relationship. I still had kids and grandkids and everything, and I still went on with my everyday life. However, I was just in abject pain. Even my elders who were around me, they knew I was going through what I was going through. They didn't push and they didn't pry. They waited for me to speak to them. During this time, I also transitioned to be Reiki Master 3. So I had a lot of stuff going on at once, and it was very, very difficult to change. And I did it. And so then from April all the way till January, it was like walking and living in that place. And then the last part of it, November till let's say maybe about a month ago or a few weeks ago, I'm here now, and now I can get in front of you all with more, excitement and stuff. Yeah, let's go. What's happening with my tribe? What I need to get to them. Let me give them some content, and so I'm grateful to be in this place. And again, I'm just gonna speak to my you're interrupting transparency's time. However, I know transparency, has room and space for you, and I hope that you see that you just need to do the work on yourself, Mayat. And if you don't choose to join us in this part of the journey, then it just has to be okay. It just has to be not your time, and it's fine. However, you can't be disruptive, to the rest of us. That's all I can say. I mean, it's not going to be allowed to happen. You've already found out last night that I personally, in this position, have to have elders and people around me who keep me safe while I do my work, and that's always going to be the case. And I would like for nothing to happen to Mayat or for Mayat to be put out of the group. However, Mayat nature, I'm calling on those Mayats who get your brothers and sisters in line, because they're about to get your group put out. I mean, I don't know anything else to do. You can't disrupt our other natures. So with that said, transparency, thank you for giving time for me to just try to explain it. I know that that's in your heart. You don't want my aunt to be put out. It's in your heart to open up. However, this part of the journey is for you. That's why I wanted to show you all the circle tonight, because we're all in this together. Merlin, Mayat, transparency, creativity, and self-love. So it's like we're all here together. I have each one of your crystals. I even brought out, because I'm using my chakras on myself, but I brought out the chakra stone for you all. So you all have that. So thank you, transparency. I feel that love and that care that you have. And I know that love and care, it seems like transparency, you're being asked to step up a little bit higher and embrace yourself a little bit quicker, because you're going to bring in more through your gateway. So you're going to be doing a little bit more intense side work, and that's just because you're like some babies are born already with teeth, and some babies, they speak it and can read at 9 months and 18 months. So transparency, it seems like whatever shift you've been going through, you may have been doing some work on your own. So the goal is to just funnel in, funnel in, funnel out, funnel in, funnel out. Just as soon as you get it, okay, get it, gone, bring someone else in, get it, gone, bring someone else in. These seats are hot seats, like in school you used to play hot potato or whatever. It's like you're not going to be sitting in here for long. Now, some of you all may feel led to do this work, and if you are, And as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do on your path, and you know, these 5 seats will be filled with permanent people. However, they'll be filled with permanent people who like are supposed to be here and do this work and help me with this work. Um, However, you know, the turnover's good. I'm not holding anybody. I like the turnover. I like people to come in and find themselves and the excitement and the exploring, and they're doing the Reiki stuff and whatever spiritual stuff. And even I have room for Christians, like I said, Christians or whoever, non-believers, this or that, whatever you believe in, whatever, as long as you're not working spells on yourself or each other, as long as you're not coming in here doing those kind of things, manipulating each other in the groups and stuff like that, I mean, you're fine. I mean, it's just about yourself, and if you allow yourself to come into the group, then you're allowing yourself to be transparent to the group. And we are monitored and watched over by elders and ascended masters and spiritual guides and stuff like that, so no one's going to be allowed to get out of hand. However, to do this work, we're tying into each other, we're touching into each other, and you know, we want everybody to come in and do the work and then go and do the other work they have to do. So like I say, I mean, my heart is just full. It goes out to transparency. I feel you. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful for you sharing space in your own time slot. So like I said, you all go ahead and direct message me or contact me, whatever ways in the description, and we'll go ahead and get started. And once you contact me, I'll send you the little write-up about your chakras. Just tell me which cards, you know, you got to come in and tell me which one you are, and then we'll go from there, give you your own private reading, and from your private reading and building on your chakras, every week you'll journal about it, and we'll meet and talk every week, whether it's by Skype or Zoom or WhatsApp video or just texting, or talking on the phone, and we'll start working through your own individual personal profile, spiritual profile. And as you go on that and things come up, we'll work through those and do different things and exercises and stuff to get you through that. We'll do the distant Reiki, so sometimes you'll be like, I just want Reiki, so I'll take the video and walk you into the room and get you set up on the table and set the camera up so you can see the Reiki table and see me actually moving around the table and doing Reiki on you, and you just astral project yourself there on the table. So yeah, we go that deep and that far. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Transparency, also, because I feel you sending comforting energy to me, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the camera and go ahead and log on, and you all have a beautiful night. I love each and every one of you. Ashe.